I mean, there's a lot of people here that could be clean sweepers.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just have to kind of see how things play out as we dive into our first game with Shelly and Donnie as a card in Main Street. That is...
Interesting opening.
I guess it
Definitely
technically can
interesting.
work.
Yeah, it can work if you're a good enough player. You can make any cards work as an opening, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Black Rose just kind of pierced right into the base right there.
Trying to find somewhere for the Ouroboros, but I think he can only fit in the home base, and that's not really where we want to drop him at this point.
Yeah.
That's a scary block. Or like, it blocked it successfully. But I feel like that's going to be a really... like, if Mary has the right card, she could still very easily break through. Granted, so I guess that raises the question, does Rose want to push? Recognizing that he might not have a good defense, because there's a lot of ways for Mary just to run over his turf.
Mm-hmm.
Should have gone for the offense. She still, like, he has technically done some defense, but if she's got a good corner piece, she could still arguably break through. Or a suction bomb just to continue to pester his domain.
Mm-hmm. Not entirely sure what BlackRoseDragon is doing with that sprinkler. I guess just blocking more of the tackle.
Oh, comes looking at a steel eel. Yeah, it's probably better to pass at this point.
Yeah. Marie definitely has a big point here, but BlackRoseDragon is using a special already.
Trying to break in with...
can do.
I imagine he was hoping that she didn't have a play in her base, and he could have just tore things apart from there. Or just, like...
Yeah.
running out of things to do.
Okay.
Forced to pass one more time. Both likely are going to, but yeah, Mary in a 14-point lead here. You need more than a perfect 312 at this point, I feel.
Yeah.
Final plays come down, and it seems to be that our winner is going to be MarieTrans with a 16-point lead. Even gained a little bit off of that exchange. Really strong plays, just that... Shelly and Donnie did not do the job. I'm just gonna say it. Shelly and Donnie didn't help. Rose definitely got a little bit blocked out at the early point. But, like, I don't know, that deck just did not pan out for him in any way whatsoever. Murray had a really solid Koizuna where if he tried to push through that, I'm pretty sure he could have got a lot of good pressure that he was really looking for. But in that moment, he was playing defensive. If he could have broken through that, that might have been an opportunity for him to do something, but it didn't look like he had many cards that could have worked out in that situation either. But alas, we'll have that one's just going to be marked as an unfortunate loss, and we are going to be moving on to game 2 as we head to Double Gemini.
Pass on the Joe. There is no Joe to be had here, at least not yet.
Question is, does Joe have... Ooh, oh! These are very interesting opening plays.
Ooh.
Not at all what I'm used to seeing in this stage.
This is an interesting deck as well for Double Gemini as well. I haven't seen I don't know what card that is. I think that's Scallop. I've never seen that be used, like, ever. I'm gonna be honest.
Oof. Yeah, there's I mean, a lot of it seems to be just, like, top decked all the cards that he didn't want. And it doesn't seem like Mary's got the card she wants either. Wait, is that Sheldon?
Yeah.
No, let's see. Looking through... Oh, yeah, no, that's the... Yeah, that's Scallop.
Yay, I was right.
Yay!
Ooh.
Forced to play the 312. I'd rather play the 312 than any of those other cards at the moment.
Yeah.
Rose is in a fickle pickle as it currently stands with a lot of really small cards. They're all great for building special and they're great corner pieces, but we don't want to play the corner pieces yet. He wants to be able to do some, like, turf covering. Though it also looks like Mary's kind of been fumbling the ball a little bit too or her deck's decided to be a bit unpleasant to her also. Finally a big card, immediately clicks onto it. And yeah, Shiver can't be played. Finally starting to get those big cards that he's been looking for, but it's just a little too late. Quahog has a perfect spot, but just does not fit into that place. None of these cards have a good home right now. Sploosh-O-Matic does technically fit perfectly there, but that's like the worst kind of perfect you could hope for in a game like this. Can't even get that to fit in. I think there's ways to set things up that you could get the Quahog and one of the specials. I think he's just gonna gun for it. He's just gonna lock himself into this. Does get an overwrite at the very least.
I think there was one a second ago, but he missed it.
I think maybe. I think the play that he would have been looking for is to play one of the Splash-O-Matics and then follow it up with the Quahog, and that would have worked.
Yeah.
Does get a nice steelhead, 12 points though, which is going to work pretty fine. But yeah, this is very much the opposite of Double Geminis of all time. Like, how many times... You see so many double Geminis that just... You get your corner pieces going, you get your combos and chains, you build up some good, pretty safe specials. We got one corner played. We have one corner piece set up right now.
Yeah, this whole game is very anti-double Gemini right now.
Which is ridiculous considering how double Gemini both of these decks seem to be built.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of corner piece like cards, like the Splash of My...
That just don't get to go anywhere because they're one off from reaching. And then you can't make... So you don't want to play them. But you don't have any other play, so you have to play it in neutral. And if you play it in neutral, then you're not getting anything. Ooh, that's a hefty amount of points as we move into the final 3 turns. Rose still empty brick, or a nice brick of a hand, as he's got to figure something out. Barely gets him any points, but Desperate calls for desperate measures if this is the play he wants to make.
Desperately looking for somewhere else to place it. But I don't think there's going to be anywhere else, unfortunately.
I think I saw
think
one
that's
thing
gonna
that might
have
be a
to be
bit
it.
better. But it's like barely.
Ooh, small fry.
Small Fry can grant him a special. There's 100% spots to get a special, which means that he's not having to pass this turn. He got the 50-50 at least. Out comes the Crab Tank. What's Mary cooking here? She manages to keep enough special to make one more move on this final turn. There is nothing Rose can do here.
Wow. That is good. That is a very good, that is very good playing, I have to say.
Mm-hmm. Especially with Crab. It is hard to find good plays with Crab, yet she managed to find one that just worked.
Yeah. Crab Tank is a very hard special card to use. Like, you will only really use it at the end if you're gonna use it.
Indeed. Really puts you into... Yeah, I mean, you can play it earlier, but you're usually not finding much. It is specifically just to, like, sow chaos.
Yeah.
So to be able to use this chaos card in a way to combo is very impressive.
Going for a rematch on Double Gemini again.
Here's hoping better hand. That's actually a pretty decent hand.
Yeah. It's pretty decent for Double Gemini. A captain and a heavy splatling.
Yep, looks like this is going to be much closer to an actual game of Double Gemini, as we've got heavy splatling coming in from Mary's side, a heavy splatling coming in from Rose, looking for a very aggressive section off if Mary tries to just break through the bottom end.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
That is a very nice fitting shiver.
It fits really nicely.
Oh,
Doesn't
that's
grab much
big.
special, but it does just fill up the space really well.
Yeah. And that little corner there would be easy to fill up special with later on anyway.
Indeed. Considering other plays, other options. But honestly, yeah, playing Shiver just seems to be the best call. I'm guessing from what it looks like, he's thinking about what his next play should be after Shiver. And Takaroka
Yeah.
would not be a bad call afterwards. 7 seconds left. Play the Shiver. Play the Shiver. Play the Shiver.
Aw.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh. Come on. Now we...
F's in
now
chat
we
for
can't
Shiver.
play the Shiver.
07.
Come on.
Wait, no, not 07 yet. 07 will be when he passes the Shiver. And his base has been thoroughly demolished, looking to try to shut down Mary's base now. Manages to see a good setup with the Drizzler and the Steel Eel to kind of break through. But... Ooh, this is not shaping up to be a good game for him.
That Splatbrella stops him from advancing any further on Maria's turf.
Indeed. Trizuka could be a decent play just to get in and paint up more turf. It would probably stop a Quahawk or two. Small Fry could be a bit aggressive, but... Yeah, Mary has a very clean amount of base that she has sectioned off that he cannot access. It's time to play the Quahawk. The Quahawk doesn't fit. Quahawk doesn't fit. Quahawk doesn't fit!
The Quahawk does not fit.
That is... I respect the small threat. I'm pretty sure the right call was to play the Inkzuka. The Trizuka.
Yeah.
Like, he was maybe hoping on getting some kind of combo going here where he gets the... Or he would have been able to safely get...
No.
Oh, 07s to Shiver! Chat 07s! She couldn't make it. He had the one play to play her, ended up missing out. This could have been a completely different game if he played that Shiver. I respect the strategy of playing the Takaroka there, but yeah, that... Looking for the Splash-O-Matic, that will grant a special really useful. I think that guarantees the other Splash-O-Matic will reach and grant another special when he finally draws it. As we head into the final 3 turns, not even Scallop can be played. 07 to Megalodontia.
I wonder what Scallop is even doing in this deck. Like,
It combos
what
with the
its
Drizzler.
general purpose. Ah, okay. I see. Combo. Combos.
Draws the Forge 1 turn too late. It would have perfectly comboed in that spot. As now we try to find a good Trizuka spot. Needs a special off the Trizuka so he can follow up, or the Reef Slider so he can follow up with the alternative next turn. But I'm not seeing too many good that's an alright. That's an... Actually, I'd take one of those two. Yeah, he's got some good spots here. Just trying to find the perfect one. I think that's it. Ooh, Mary set up to 5 special. She might have something big.
Maybe not, because Black Rose did give him one of the special points, but
Yeah.
maybe might have something.
He has a near perfect Trizuka. So he's essentially a 2-point, like... Oh, she's only got that. She has to perfect it to tie. Rose might actually have this. And he does by the single point!
1 point different.
He clutched it!
Nice.
Oh, just barely brought things back. after like clawing and scratching his way back up after missing out on that shiver play, barely manages to be able to bring things back. Had to have a near, like, he was one off from a perfect Trizuka, and if he was any less of a play, he would have lost or tied. But Rose is clutching it. He's still in here. He's hanging on and fighting. We still have potentially 2 more games. Depending on how these next bouts go. And heading, from the looks of things, we're going to be heading into Mask and Mansion for the next battle.
Mask Mansion. Let's see if someone gets a Joe. A Booyah Bomb.
There it is!
There's the Joe. And they both get the Joe.
Joe Mint!
Joe! Joe moment. Joe man.
We got the Joe Mint!
Dragon has some really good cards that we can play here. Like, Rye is a pretty good card, and Cypher would work as well. Like, this is a pretty good starting hand, all things considered.
They're good cards, but are they doing the job that he wants? And I feel like this is an alright play. I kind of would have liked to see the Cypher up there to guarantee the special. Granted, he would have lost out against the Steel Eel, and would not have been able to do the defense that he probably would have wanted out of it. So this is probably going to help him out a lot more in the long run. I kind of like this Splash Mob, because if Mary makes too aggressive of a push in there... Ooh!
Ooh, nice. That's a really nice, intrusive price. Eel deal spot.
Indeed. It actually reached in really effectively. And it looks like, yep, Rose has some area that's pretty sectioned off and is trying to contest the last little bit of base that MarieTrans currently possesses. Currently with a 13-point lead too, which is very, very beneficial. Looks like we are passing up on the Maws. Hero Shot reaching in. That grants 2 special to Rose, but it evens up the score. He's forced to pass again, cannot get the cards he needs. Granted, we are in the very tight-knit phase, so it's going to be really hard to find the right cards. And then on top of that... Ooh, there's a perfect fit.
Ooh, that's a nice ballpoint spot.
On top of that, he's got his 2 312s already, which I don't think he wanted them this early.
No one really wants to have 312s this early. Booyah Bomb is an interesting special card, but I guess it works on this map in particular.
It has a lot of coverage. It's good for the middle. But, like...
Yeah, is it, like...
Actually, is it good for the middle? It's not good for the middle when you have a Jomint. Because he's got very specific places that he can place that Booyah Bomb. Honestly, I would... If you could get a Manta Storm or a Hydra to get 2 specials and then pass, I'm pretty sure that's going to be better than whatever the Booyah Bomb is going to give you. Chooses to pass.
Chooses to pass on the Mantis Storm.
Was hoping for a little bit more turf covered up for him to triple Ink Strike.
Oh, now we can't do the
Oh!
tripling strike spot.
Wait, I didn't even realize that. He got small fried. Jomit ruining his Booyah Bomb too. Rose has no place. He has literally no plays.
That is crazy.
Harmony coming in. Does overwrite with the triple Ink Strike. But he's in such a massive deficit. I don't see a way for him to come back.
That Booyah Bomb does cover a lot of turf, but then again, so will Marie's special probably.
This is the game. This is the kind of game that makes me decide that I'm never using a card again. This is the game.
Yeah.
This is the kind of game I see where I'm holding on to the Booyah Bomb last turn, and I'm like, I honestly would rather play Small Fry. This card sucks so bad right now. Just an absolutely unfortunate match.